Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down the top 5 innovation stories this week from the largest economies in Sub-Saharan Africa, including Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, Ghana, Angola, Tanzania, and Uganda. From clean energy finance to digital infrastructure and startup consolidation, these stories show how Africa's innovation ecosystem is maturing. Let's get straight into it. Our first story is from South Africa. We start in South Africa, where British International Investment and Alex Forbes have committed R1 billion to strengthen the country's secondary renewable energy market. Rather than funding new solar or wind projects directly, this investment focuses on refinancing existing assets, freeing up capital for the next wave of clean energy development. Why this matters is simple. Africa's energy transition isn't just a technology problem, it is a capital structure problem. By innovating on financing models, South Africa is unlocking faster deployment, attracting private investors, and building a more resilient clean energy ecosystem. Our second story is looking at startup mergers and acquisition. Across Africa, startup mergers and acquisitions rose by more than 70% in 2025, with Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa leading the activity. This shift tells us the continent is moving beyond pure early-stage experimentation. Larger firms are acquiring startups for technology, talent, and market access, particularly in fintech, health tech, logistics, and enterprise software. For founders, this creates clearer exit pathways. For investors, it signals a market that's beginning to recycle capital, a critical ingredient for long-term innovation growth. Our third story looks at Nigeria and Kenya's funding dominance. Alongside South Africa, these ecosystems attracted the majority of venture capital on the continent, driven by scale in digital payment, fintech infrastructure, climate tech, and AI-enabled services. What stands out now isn't just funding volume, but repeat founders, stronger regulation, and improving exits. These countries are increasingly acting as regional innovation hubs, pulling in talent, partnership, and capital from across Sub-Saharan Africa. Our next story takes us to East Africa. In East Africa, countries including Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania are pushing forward cross-border digital cooperation. This week, governments and private sector players advance plans to improve regional broadband, shared digital infrastructure, and a digital trade frameworks. This is critical. Digital innovation struggles in fragmented markets. By aligning infrastructure and standards, East Africa is creating larger integrated markets, enabling fintech, e-commerce, and platform businesses to scale beyond national borders. Our final story looks at Ethiopia's digital strategy, where the government continues rolling out its Digital Ethiopia 2030 strategy. The plan prioritizes AI-enabled public services, fintech expansion, digital identity, and nationwide connectivity. Ethiopia is treating digital systems as core economic infrastructure, alongside power, transport, and logistics. One of Africa's most populous countries, this could unlock major gains in financial inclusion, GovTech, and digital entrepreneurship over the next decade. Taken together, this week's stories show a clear trend. Africa's innovation story is evolving from isolated startups to systems-level transformation, spanning finance, policy, infrastructure, and regional integration. If you found this useful, like the video, subscribe, and share it with anyone following Africa's innovation journey. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.